So yesterday, we reported on 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony recently making bail for the fatal stabbing of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. So looking into it, like I said, we didn't dig too deep, but we did make comparisons to the Kyle Rittenhouse case, which he was found not guilty by way of self-defense, as well as the George Zimmerman Trayvon Martin case, where George Zimmerman was also found not guilty using the stand your ground law self-defense. We thought that this was a story that, we didn't think it would get the response it got. We had a overwhelming number of people in the comments, people who normally don't subscribe to us. I don't even know how they found the video, but we had a number of people in the comments that were disagreeing with us, as well as a record amount of dislikes on the video. Like, the video almost has as many dislikes as likes, which I've actually never seen that. I think our average is like 96-97% likes, and this one's like 60. We continued to research this case. We started, it was important to you, so we continued to research this case, and we here to present some of that information as well. During our research, we were able to obtain some eyewitness account of what they saw. He was there watching his child's track meet. So he was supposed to be there. He was there supporting his child. And he has a very, very solid account of what he saw. It does have some new information in it. But also it very much mirrors what other witnesses and what the evidence so far has shown. So it seems like a very credible witness account. So yeah, let's just go ahead and play this.
They got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody trying to get back to their cars or get in, places where they, wouldn't get all extra wet. Dude was sitting up under the tent, right? He was on his phone, right? My daughters was up under the same goddamn tent. Yeah. So I'm paying attention to my kids, but at the same time, they're in the same vicinity, so I'm watching everything going on around it because I'm there for my children. So, dude walks up, McKellen, bro, he wasn't even under the tent at the time. They came from a whole separate tent and walked over there. They intentionally went over there to this kid, man. Dude was sitting there on his phone just trying to get dry. You feel me? One thing went from another. They grabbed this man and they tried to punch on dude. Dude went in his bag and they went to try to jump this dude and punch on this dude, man. And he protected himself, dude. That's what happened. Yeah. It wasn't just one. It was both of them, bro. Austin, that dude that's got unalive, and his brother physically went over there to intentionally. It's not to the point that he brought a knife. For one, it wasn't on school property. The school is at least 5 to 10 miles away. It was community track meet, bro.
I thought that this witness account was very important because not only does it kind of shows you that Karmelo Anthony he was by himself. He was trying to shield himself from the rain. He was on his phone. He was trying to get dry. And it seems that the two brothers who weren't even sitting under the tent that they wanted Karmelo Anthony to move from, they would come from another side of the bleachers to the tent where Karmelo Anthony is sitting, and then they would tell him, you are not allowed to sit here. So I think in our previous video, like I said, if you haven't seen our previous video, go watch that one first. You'll see all of the comments, you'll see all of the hate, and then come here because this is really a response to you guys to provide further information. This is about getting to the facts. It's about being unbiased. And I wanted to just do my best to answer some of the questions and respond to some of the comments because I take what you guys say seriously, and these are some of the additional reasons and evidence to support my theory. It's just my theory. Like I said, this guy's been released on $200,000 bond. His family has gained a certain amount of money through the GoFundMe account, and they're able to secure decent defense attorneys, and so he's gonna have his day in court. Also, I've noticed that there are a lot of conservative commentators who are pro Second Amendment, they're pro self-defense. There's a lot of guys who aren't rushing to judgment about this Carmelo Anthony case. I saw that it is kind of, it's pissed off certain people that maybe they were friends with. But there's a lot of these bloggers, man, that I'm not the only one saying this. And it's not just because of the color of my skin. And I'm not just only supporting Carmelo Anthony because he's black. I'm thinking the same way some of these other guys are thinking, like, hold on, like, we've been through this before.
You go to a party. No, yeah, let's say you go to a party. And some guy starts saying stuff like, yo, man, get out of here. And you're like, I can do what I want. I was invited to the party. Verbal altercation escalates. And then the dude, you're standing there and you pull your sweater back and you've got a gun. You put your hand up and say, don't come close to me, bro. I'm warning you right now. Do not come close. Do not take another step. Then the guy grabs your arm and makes a move. So you draw your weapon and you use it. Okay, make the argument you have no right to defend yourself when you're being attacked by a guy. Make the argument. By all means, go ahead and do so. I ain't going to do it. I don't know the circumstances. You can argue that you're in a place you're not supposed to be. You can argue it's that guy's house, and it doesn't matter. A guy can invite you into your neighbor could be like, come on over, brother. And then if he gets physical with you, you can defend yourself.
Like, I thought that this was already established. Like I said, the tables have turned in this case racially. So maybe that's why there's a new debate, because again, the law for the white man and the law for the black man is not always the same law. So we've kind of seen what happens when the white guy is claiming the self-defense in a similar circumstances. And now we're going to see, what happens when the black guy claims self-defense.